First of all, this is the Black King Goku, your host of Let's Plays in the House, and I am Brian Barnaganti. We're all the same person, but that's not the very first thing. I mean, that's the very first thing as far as introductions go. But anyway, let me make something clear, and two things. One, this is going to be posted before the video. It's of the last video I just uploaded. Number two, before you watch it and judge too harshly, that is my personal opinion and how I feel. Number three, I do not judge anyone. I just judge subjects. And feminism is one of them I happen to judge because, I get tired of hearing it, how much more better that it is, and that it's every right in every sort of way. Now, I mean, like I've said before, you live your life the way you want to. It's your life. You live it the way you want to. But let us live ours the way we want to. Not all men are bad just because a lot of men, go out of their way to do things, you would never think they would do. Like hold up a bank. Or whatever they're going to do. But not all men will do that. I speak from experience. And I don't have to have experience to do this. By doing it. I can have experience by actually watching or seeing someone else do it. That's not the point. You're missing the complete point here. That, as far as that goes, yeah, that's the point. But the point is, it's a very sensitive subject, for one. For two, feminism is not a thing that should be really talked about as much because, like I said, a lot of it is right, but a lot of it is wrong. And the reason why it shouldn't exist is because of what is going on with feminism. Now, I get a lot of reasons why it exists, but it might as well be like that because of what happens is a woman rises up. A woman that has never had the experience, she just goes with it because she's just so mad because she can't have a relationship. That's what I was getting at there. Because, she hasn't even been in one yet. Or because she got rejected. Who cares? You got rejected by a man. Hell, women reject men all the damn time. Not every single man, of course, gets rejected. Or by those I hate to say type, but there are certain types. And I don't mean what, it has nothing to do with what the role you play in life. Like, for example, you could be a cash register. That doesn't matter. You'll get chosen if it's meant to be. And yes, I just woke up. I was awake, but I might as well have been somewhat asleep. So that's why I sound like I'm still tired. But, anyway, let's move on with the point here. The reason why this is going to be posted first before that video, because I want to explain a few things before you judge that video harshly. Because watching it back, I thought about it. Because I'll be honest with you, not that I haven't already been. I express myself, through about how I feel about things, how, and not just that, it's my opinion, all right? But it's also a thing about how other people feel, too, about this stuff, yeah. So, and I guess in other words, don't just judge me, judge them, too. Because if you're going to judge them, judge me, judge them, too. Because, as much as you say that, you're wrong. Because I've heard this argument about how women just don't want to be oppressed. Women, that's not what women want. Women don't really want to be, controlled or whatever. I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond my territory, but, I hate to step in beyond But I'm gonna tell you, and it's not really a step beyond my territory. It's just telling you information that you should already know if you don't already. That for one thing, they either like it or they don't. You know, I mean, obviously abuse is wrong, and that's another thing. But you know, if a woman likes it, there's not much you can do. That doesn't mean she's necessarily oppressed. You know, oppressed means someone who's being forced to do something they don't want to do. Of course, you know, generally. I mean, basically, they're being, you know, But again, there are women out there who do things, that are under that impression, but they do it anyway because they want it. That's what I know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I know I'm right because I've heard them talk about it. So, I mean, maybe they're saying something different as you want to claim, but what do I know? I'm not an expert on what's going on in their minds. How can anybody be an expert? How can you be expected to be an expert about what's going on in anybody's minds, whether it's a man or woman? It doesn't matter. It really isn't. So why expect to be an expert when you don't know nothing? It's like whatever comes out of their mouth either has got to be true or something you don't know, and you basically just kind of wing it. You just go with it. You just obviously assume. You got to do what you got to do. You got to live your life the way you are. Don't live in constant fear because someone says this and that, and me, it's hard for me to get a woman. And not because I don't know how to talk to women. I could talk to women as long as I want to be their friend. You know what I mean? And I can do that. I mean, there's guys out there that do that. They come across and have friends. What's wrong with that? That's not. I mean, yeah. So we might have these urges, but that's the way God created. I mean, that's if you believe in God. Now, again, this is not one of those debating video whether or not you should believe in God or whatever. We are what we are. Okay, simply plain and put, simply plain and simple, and put that way. We are what we are. We are what we made us. Yeah, a lot of men make mistakes, but that doesn't mean all men are bad. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I kind of believe that in my own way, because, I mean, and I'm going to tell you something else. I do support people. I don't care what it is, even though that I have my own little deal about wanting to be with that said person, and I'm not going to say which one, because that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. I mean, I'm not going to just obviously say, well, here's a gift card for being, together or whatever. No, none of that junk. But, I mean, despite all that, I support it because I'm not going to sit there and try to break up somebody. I've never been that way. I don't care what kind of problems they are having. The only time I'll get involved, and I really hate to get involved at all, period. But when it's happening in my own home, and it continues. Like, there was this one guy and this one girl, I'm not going to mention names. Well, alright, I won't put any real names, but okay, let's say her name is, Window. Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, I don't know if there's any woman named Window, but anyway, Window Car. Okay, that's not the point. You're missing the point. The guy's name was, House Door. There. I'm just going to give them the names for some reason or another to kind of make the interesting plot here, but that's not really the point. The point isn't about their names. But anyway, they were in a fight. And he's done this before. He was saying all kinds of stuff, beating his chest. Okay, that was fine, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't like the fact of what he was saying. He was saying the N-word, but I let it slide because, whatever. Then he kept at it, kept pushing her and stuff. And, I had enough of it. I said, you gotta go. That's the only time I will ever get involved. Now, if they stay together after that, that's beyond me. I don't care. And I'm not really, again, that wasn't me trying to break them up, as a couple, but they wound up breaking up anyway. But that doesn't always happen. A lot of people wind up together or staying together anyway, which is fine with me. I mean, it's their choice, it's their life. I don't care what you do. But you ain't gonna have that crap in my home. I don't give a damn what's going on. I mean, it's one thing when we play video games, like when we're in the game and you have your characters fight the other character, because it's fun. It's not real life. But in real life, yeah, because you can feel it. So, yeah, take that to heart. Because I'm going to tell you something. Life is life. And if you don't treat life the way it's supposed to be, take advantage of it while you can of the good things in life before you go somewhere, that's how I'm going to put it because I don't want to use that one word, then you'll never know. You'll never be able to experience what it is. Even if you're not a person who's actually having a relationship, it doesn't really matter. With a partner. Unless there's somebody there or not, doesn't matter. You just take advantage of life, of the good things. I mean, basically not expect it, no. But as it comes, you use it as much as you can. Because that's the kind of happiness everyone needs. And yeah, I might have moved past it but to be honest, I forgot what we were talking about. But it's probably because I also wanted to stop talking about it. But anyway, oh yeah, that's right, it was feminism. But I'm going to stop talking about that. So let's move on. I mean, because, happiness means a lot to everyone. I don't care who you are, even if you say you're a feminist. Again, I hate to bring up that subject, but yeah. But again, I mean, in order to live in peace, in perfect peace and harmony, unlike the way you think it should be, this will never be, so you just accept these things and move on with your life. That's all you can do. Your life is your life. You choose how you want to live it. It's like me. I choose to live my way the way I want to. I mean, I can't help the fact that I want a woman. Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I can't help that. I mean, it's not wrong. It's not a crime to want a woman. It's not a crime to want to be with a woman and not just be with her. I just had to do in the bed. I mean, yeah, that's nice and all. Like I've said before, I mean, it's the thing. Again, I'm not trying to have the birds and the bees talk with you. I'm just saying, when you think about this kind of stuff, it's like this. You're not just being with her just to do her. You're being with her because you want a relationship. But enough is enough, Well, anyway, I'm gonna stop this video, and I just wanted to quickly update and post this up there before that one got released, because I mean, even though today's the 28th, I'll post that one after this, but this is to kind of explain that one, and I was just kind of furious with it because it kept popping up in my face, so I had to express how I felt, and I had to come up with words. It was all unscripted. I never script this stuff. I really never do. I don't never script it. I just, say what comes up, Or if it's something to read and I decide to put it, because that's how I feel that it should be done. I mean, because this is me. Like for example, when I do voices, I feel that I want to. It's not because I'm being made. Well, actually, technically, I'm not being made, other than by me, because I want to do it. That's why I'm making myself do it. I mean, you make yourself do it because you want to. It's a true fact. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. But I mean, I enjoy voices, but again, they drain you unless you're some kind of a machine that can actually record or something or whatever. Like, you see all these cartoons and movies like RoboCop, The Teen Titans, well, they had that guy, the Cyborg. You don't know who that is, then you need to watch the show Teen Titans. I hate to say that because I really didn't care for the relationship between Robin and Starfire. But, and again, I didn't quite understand why Robin had to separate and then became Nightwing. Now, Nightwing was not mentioned, however, until much later in the original series of Teen Titans. Now, Nightwing was in the Batman series, but it was when Robin grew up and got away from the city. Now, that was the original Robin. Original Robin way, way, way back in the day. I mean, you won't talk about really old. Was like more like a teenager or something. Or, that fought crime with Batman. And way back in the day, they kind of portrayed him as a person that kind of was by himself in the comics, but then they also portrayed him as a person that had a partner or eventually got a partner named Robin. I obviously don't know that too much about it because I don't read too many comics. But the original series that came out was with nothing but Batman and Robin. Even though it wasn't called Batman and Robin, it was called, I think it was Batman or something like that. Anyway, you're talking about old school with Adam West, who passed away, God rest his soul, great legend himself. I forget what he died of, but that's not important. As far as he was concerned. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's the way that came out. There was never an actual episode where it was started out where he was just Batman before he actually got Robin. Now, in the movies, there was that. When they brought in, like, Michael Keaton, which was the very first Batman. Well, not the very, very, very first Batman. No. The very first Batman actually, technically, and really was Adam West. And that's also the blue costume. Now, as far as the black costume, which is no significant difference. They're all, I think, most of them were more like leather for some reason there. Well, anyway, and then I believe Michael Keaton played, 1 and 2. And that was it. And I'm not sure, but I think 2 was the one when they introduced Joker. No. Maybe it was 1. But anyway, it's been a long time. I need to watch that again. But you'll get the idea if you've seen it. If you haven't, well, you need to watch it. I recommend it. Because they're pretty good movies. But, and they're trying to say that Adam West did all the costumes. No. When you actually see them dressing up, I mean, literally, obviously they're not taking out their clothes, but it's like, you can definitely tell by the face who's behind the mask. Adam West doesn't do that. I mean, he might do the stunts, I guess. I have no clue, because I'm not there. So I can't judge that for myself because I'm no expert on that. But I will say this. They're all good. And why were we talking about Batman again? I don't know. I forgot. Sorry. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. DaBLackKing, Goku in the house of Let's Plays. And I tried to play a little bit of Suikoden. Couldn't get very far in it. By the time I did it, I was just really tired again. There was a lot of things going on at night. I wanted to play so badly. But anyway, which is yesterday. Bye-bye.